Welcome back to the live stream. I had a good couple of hours of break there, so that was much needed. Had some lunch, and chaos has ensued while I've been off the air here. We've definitely had some reports of some craziness going on. I'm just looking at all my screens here. So, welcome back to the chat, everybody. Glad you're back. We'll cover this for the next I suspect 3-4 hours, but we'll see how that goes. Just getting everything set up here. One issue we did point out 401 right now has a major problem. There was a report of a 30-car pileup, and that was the one that we were talking about down by Rockport. So I'm just going to bring that up. First thing, we'll look at that. 401 is now closed eastbound in that area. So definitely travel along the 401 is going to be an issue. So we did look at this just before I got off the air around 12:30 or just 12:15, somewhere in that neighborhood. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. 401 is definitely closed in this area. OPP. There were, I believe, 6 ambulances or 6 emergency extra vehicles brought in to deal with this. So hopefully everybody's okay. But seeing posts on social media about it and wanted to make everybody aware. So this is an area to avoid. Do not travel. Roads are not good overall in general. So just wanted to point that out, that things are kind of unfolding in terms of those bad road conditions just before the evening commute home, or afternoon/evening commute, I should say. The other issue I've got is my radar application has stopped displaying precipitation depiction. So the only thing we have right now is reflectivity. So that will only tell us how hard it is, how dense the precipitation is. We were using the precipitation depiction to show all the snow. So I did look at some models while I was offline. So we are at the tail end of the system, and what's going to happen now in Eastern Ontario is the snow is going to come in waves, essentially. So you will have bands of snow, and then you'll have also bands of nothing going on. So for example, there's a big pocket of nothing in here. To the south of this band, essentially there's nothing along the seaway right now. So as this moves through, we're going to have banding or pockets of more isolated snow fall. So just as you watch this moving through, it's going to, you're going to track through this. And again, some areas will have snow, other ones won't. So I just want to show that to people. The other thing is I'll bring up my camera. Hopefully it'll come up. If it's giving me a hard time here, give me 1 second. Why are you giving me a hard time? Let's see if I can get it back. This is okay. There we go. So you can see that clearly still snowing here in Kemptville. I measured about half an hour to 45 minutes ago. We had 16 centimeters. We're now going to be closing in on that 20 centimeter range roughly. So again, all this kind of stuff seems to be verifying. And we're definitely dealing with quite a bit of snow, but again, we are getting more towards the end of this in terms of the event. I'm moving up the time for kind of Ottawa area, kind of tapering off. It will be very light at the end of this. But 8 p.m. it's going to kind of move out of the Ottawa area. So to the west, obviously a little bit sooner than that, and then to the east a little bit later. But we are going to see basically at this point pockets of snow falling rather than a blanketed area across the whole area. So definitely seeing some accumulations throughout the region, especially when we see these areas of yellow. That's the more intense snow. That is literally over my house at this point. So that's why you're seeing on that camera that I was showing you just now quite a bit of precipitation. As we zoom in here, it's coming through Kemptville, Winchester, and kind of moving northwestward. So that's definitely one issue that I wanted to bring up. The next one is I'm going to go to Environment Canada website and show you guys something here. They have extended another orange warning. They brought it further back to the west. So I'm going to zoom in here. They essentially added in, this kind of section right in here where I've got my pointer moving around. So down towards Caladar, to the west at Cohill, basically back further west. So they're talking again 20 to 35 centimeters is what they're calling for here. So I'm expecting to see measurements in the 20 to 25 range throughout this region on kind of average. So that is also something that got added in here. Another orange alert went out after we jumped off the air, and it was just shortly after we jumped off the air. So still wanted to point that out to folks on the stream. So again, so yeah, things are devolving here in terms of the driving. So I'll kind of jump into that first. I'm going to take a look at some comments here, just making Tony saying piling up out there. Chris O'Malley out of Renfrew saying close to 6 inches up there, so that's about 15 centimeters, and they're on the more northwest end of the precipitation, which we were expecting to be a little bit lighter. So very realistic for Ottawa and surrounding areas to have that 20 centimeters. So it's shaping up to be what we kind of called for. Again, I thought the 35 centimeters was a bit enthusiastic, but you always have to take everything into account there as well. So so Dividend Hunter coming in here. Hey gang, remember my coffee is brewing comment this morning, very early this morning. I certainly take that back. Orleans got hammered and it's still going. So yes, that's the case, because again, a longer event does go through some evolution as to whether you're going to see snow for the whole time or just intense snow bands, that kind of stuff. So we are, like I said, getting at the tail end of this storm and system moving through here. So I'm hoping this is all over and done with by roughly around 8 p.m. in the Ottawa area. I'm going to zoom into the map for Ottawa and bring this up to share in a second. So what else have I got going on here? Rick, Lanark County Scanner, saying they actually got the helicopter to fly and land on the 401 in this weather. So did not know that. Thank you for updating me on, Rick. That definitely does not bode well. Obviously, that was a very serious accident, and obviously emergency crews had to do everything for somebody out there or more multiple people. So yeah, the fact that they were flying in this, that's not the weather you want for flying, but hopefully everybody will come out of that okay, and we'll keep monitoring the road situations as we go through here. Jessica asking, can you tell me how driving from Embrun to West Ottawa will be tomorrow around 2 p.m.? What's tomorrow look like for us? So, Jessica, I've been just kind of dealing with today's storm and assessing how this is going to process. There is possibly some more snow tomorrow. I do not have totals in terms of total accumulations. It's not going to be anything like what it was today, but we are expecting possibly some more snow. You will have to stay tuned to the platform. We will put something up if there's anything of any significance tomorrow. I suspect the roads around 2 p.m. will be mostly the main arteries are going to be cleared out and good. Back roads, side roads might be a little different, so keep that in mind, but it's going to take a while for the crews to clean up after this. After midnight, the main arteries, being the 4-lane highways, Trans-Canada, 417, all that kind of stuff, are going to be clear for the most part, and then they'll work on the rest of it from there. So what else have we got here? Chris McDonald coming in from Messina, New York. Appreciate you jumping in this afternoon. So good to see you as always. And Peggy saying the sun just came out in Cardinal. So that's the band to the north. And I'll show Cardinal here on our radar map. So we are, oh no, it's not going to zoom in when I click on that. Apologize. So Cardinal, where are you? Why are you not popped? There you are. So down here, as you can see, just to the north of the Cardinal is this snow band. and we're getting sunshine peeking out here in Cardinal. So again, we're going to see these pockets of precipitation, and then possibly the sun trying to peek through. So always the signs of things coming to an end, but again, still not all the way there yet. So what else have we got here? Jessica asking if tomorrow will be another snow day. I doubt that it'll be a snow day. I'd be skeptical of that. Again, crews overnight should have a time to get the main roads underway, but we don't make that call. But again, snow finishing tonight before midnight will give crews lots of time to get roads back up into acceptable conditions. So I'm skeptical that tomorrow would be a snow day. What else is going on? Joanne, I'm not sure if it's the same system, but it's snowing quite a bit in Quebec. And yes, this is making its all the way up the St. Lawrence Seaway towards Quebec City, coming through Montreal, but a little bit less to the southern side of this storm system. So not sure that you guys will get as much as we did here in Eastern Ontario. I will give some updates on Toronto as well. For most part, snow is done there, but damage has been done down there. They're going to take a while to get out of it. So what else have we got here? Anthony saying about 9 inches in Cantley, Quebec. So far, so that looks like about a little over 20 centimeters if you've got 9 inches there. 30 centimeters would be about 12 inches, so roughly in there in that point, so a little over 20 centimeters. So again, I will go out and do a final measure later on, but I'm suspecting I'm very close to 20 at this point with the snowfall that's been taking place. Will Orleans still be getting more snow? And the answer to that is very possibly yes, especially if this snow band that is drifting north, this one right here. And again, we're expecting more pockets of it. We're only 3:15. We're expecting to carry the snow for another 4 or 5 hours roughly. But again, it will very much taper off towards the end and be very light. So I suspect the heavier portions of snow in those bands will be for the next 2 to 3 hours maybe, and then after that it's going to weaken based on what we're seeing on models and everything like that. So Angela's saying, I heard you say 8 p.m. for a rough time for finishing up. Would that put Maxville area finishing up snow roughly around 9 or so? Yes, roughly in that time frame it would. Again, the back end, the last 2 hours, 3 hours of this will be very light as it's predicted on models. So not going to be extremely heavy snowfall overall statement for the region. Again, we can have pockets where that snow will pick up, but overall that's what's going on. So Kim saying it's slowed right down in Carlsbad at the moment. Yes, so again, we're seeing those pockets of what's happening where you have snow and no snow. If I zoom in on radar right now, basically east of Winchester, Avonmore, huge area where we do not have any snow in those eastern townships down to the 401, Morrisburg, through Cornwall, although there is a little pocket right by Cornwall that's going to be coming in. So this isolated section of precipitation right here, but a huge pocket of no precip whatsoever. So, and again, if you go north of that, right in this pocket here, again, essentially no precipitation here in this area. So definitely variations throughout the region, and as this moves through, you'll see those snowfalls going on and off. So it's going to be hit or miss as we go through. What else have we got here? Sorry, I'm just jumping. Heavy band just blew through here over past 15 minutes. Could hardly see the street 300 feet from the house. That's in Oxford Mills, and that's that snow band I was just highlighting. So yeah, you can go from perfectly, good visibility, no snow happening, and then within a few seconds to a minute, you've got all of a sudden a whole pile of snow coming down. So we definitely need to still be weather aware at this point, but things are slowly breaking up and coming to an end for our afternoon commute. So what else is going on here? Driving from Mattawa to Ottawa, am I good tomorrow. So from Mattawa down, you should be good. Again, the main highway should be cleared out. There was barely any snow up until Pembroke, so for a good portion from Mattawa all the way down to Pembroke, you should have no snow, nothing going on. Those roads have been pretty dry all day. And then to Pembroke to Ottawa should be down to pavement. Again, overnight, they still have lots of time to do that, so you should be pretty straightforward on that run. Um, Rick saying it's a 50-50 call with STEO with all the rural roads to clean. So again, I'm not the biggest expert on bus cancellations. Maybe I'll check with Connor. He definitely monitors that a bit more than I do. But I'm thinking that if this is closed down, like the majority of the precipitation is done around 8 o'clock in the nation's capital area, it will give them plenty of time to have a lot of the stuff cleared out. So, but we'll see where things are at, obviously. Denise Gregoire, it's coming down hard in Chesterville, and that is that snowband that obviously anybody who's in that, this snowband here is going to cause quite the snowfall rate all the way along here. And this is migrating in this general direction, so it's going to head into Ottawa, and if it sustains the intensity, there's going to be quite a bit of snowfall coming through the Ottawa area. What else here? Marie Rochon, always good to see you from Hawkesbury. Got 3 inches in Hawkesbury, so that's probably 7.5 centimeters roughly. Still gonna be maybe a little bit more. That band will move up there, so you might close in on the 10 centimeter mark in Hawkesbury for later on. But thank you for that report, appreciate it. Burnley, north of Coburg, just in from plowing, second time, measured 12 inches on the ground, very light fine snow still coming down, and so yeah, roads are not good, and it's minus 14, and the temperature has dropped throughout the day. I'm at minus 13 now, and I think I started the day around minus 10, so the temperature has continued to drop. But to the west, down towards Toronto, we are hearing, areas of 20 plus centimeters, 30 centimeters of snow with that lake effect. Elliot Gibault saying, you were right, Belleville, Trenton area got hit hard today, hasn't stopped yet, been going since midnight. Thank you for that update, appreciate that. And again, 401, not a lot of fun to be on that. So I'm caught up in the comments. Show my camera. Let's see. Let's refresh this. I don't know why. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you for that, Jeff. I know you're in the neighborhood. Look at the size of the snowflakes coming down right now. So this is that snow band that we've been talking about. So you can see that this will put down, if it continued for an hour, this would put down an easy 5 centimeters in an hour. So this will accumulate very quickly. My poor neighbor is fighting a losing battle with the snowblower, but yeah, definitely this is heavy snow. So thanks for the heads up, Jeff. I appreciate that. These are some big flakes coming down right now. So I'm curious what I will end up with at the end of it. So if you are in this snow band, this is what you can expect. Visibility is going to go down from very good to very minimal, and obviously heavy snowfall rate at this point within the snow band. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We will continue to look at this. I will bring up roads. So I always love to keep an eye on the chat. So for stuff like that, because I definitely have a lot of stuff going on right now. Just trying to process all the information. So this is the roads. This looks far worse than the morning commute, and that was my expectations and comments this morning. The afternoon commute is not going to be fun. We are 3:20, and the 417 in Ottawa is definitely a lot of red. There are several accidents noted here, so I'll kind of zoom in on those, and we'll take a look at what's going on. That one's slightly off. Oh no, there's one right here. So this is at, it's in between, it looks like Woodruff and Maitland. We've got a crash noted there, so I'll take a look at some cameras there in a minute. Just going back, there is another one noted between Lees Avenue and Riverside. So there's another one in the westbound lanes there. So we're seeing that there's quite a few slowdowns. At the split, it's slow, no accidents indicated, but definitely some slowdowns there. Then if we look on the Quebec side, out of the downtown core, there's a lot of slowdowns with all this snow coming down throughout the day. I do not see any accidents on the major highways, so 5 and 50. That's not showing anything, but it is slow again. The 5 has several accidents reported here to the northwest of Club de Golf Haute Plaine on the 5. There's 3 indicators here of accidents. I don't know if it's the same one. But we are definitely getting multiple reports of accidents there. So people definitely need to take their time and pay attention to the roadways. So please drive carefully, please drive safely. We're going to take a look at some cameras here. I'm just going to zoom back out just to take a big look here. A lot of green and yellow. Further south, 401 pretty good, other than obviously where that major accident happened. We have another one here. It looks like there's 2 more accidents just to the east of Napanee. In the westbound lanes, there's 2 markers here with 2 slowdowns, so we will jump in on that as well. What's happening here? That's just a slowdown. Doesn't look like there's an accident there. And then heading towards Toronto, things are looking better. The Don Valley Parkway looks like it's been reopened, so that's good. Highway 115 up to Peterborough is mostly green, and Highway 7 corridor is slow in areas, but green as well. So things are improving further to the west as that snowfall moves out of the area, but we're right now dealing with quite a bit of snow as it comes through the area in that snowband. And this is my camera here out front of my house, and you can see how prolific that snowfall is here just as we're going, and those flakes are starting to get real close to the camera. So we're going to have a bunch of snow out of this band that is moving north, and this is coming towards Ottawa, so it's coming down the 416, and it's also on the east end of Ottawa. It is going to be on the 417, so I'm just going to highlight that. I'll bring that up so you can see the 416 right here, basically running down here. So that snowband is going through there, and then Vars, Limoges to Castleman as well, currently under this snowband. So travel in that will not be fun. So let's take a look at some cameras. Let me pull 511 up. And let's take a look at the Ottawa area. I do have some incidents showing, so I'm going to bring this up here and we'll share it. I'm just double checking the comments. What else have we got here? What else? Thanks for the updates. Yeah. Okay, what do you think tomorrow evening will look like on the 401 from Ottawa to Toronto? So that's from Rima Love by the looks of it. The 401 should be reasonable. Now there is possibility of some more snow coming through, so I would expect somewhat snow-covered conditions on the 401, depending what time in the evening you're going. But later in the day, we were showing some possible snow coming through kind of the same area, so you need to keep that in mind. It's definitely going to be a lot better than it is today, but hopefully overnight they can get the 401 into shape, but there are some real problem areas as well. So what else? Rick, any thoughts about heading down to Peterborough from Ottawa tomorrow? Looks like currently snow-packed. Yes, the roads are going to be snow-packed, but overnight I think the road crews should be able to get those main arteries 7 and 401 into shape. My recommendation from Ottawa would be to take Highway 7. That's my preference. 401 can turn into a total disaster. 7 is not as fast, but I think it's more consistent. So let's just jump in. I'll take a look here at some of the cameras. So we're going to look into Ottawa and see if I can find anything on the cameras to show you folks. So this is just at Bayswater 417. You can obviously see quite a bit of traffic. Afternoon rush hour starting to pick up. Snow-covered lanes, snow-packed, and visibility has definitely been reduced in these areas. So let me just kind of move further east. Look at another one here. This is O'Connor. So again, same kind of scenario. Lots of traffic. And snow on the roadway itself. So things are going to be moving fairly slowly. We'll take a look at Saint Laurent area as well here. So again, you're looking at quite a bit of snow on the roadway. They are plowed, but there's still snow on the roadway surface with some reduced visibility. So again, that snow band is moving in that direction. So that is not going to be fun shortly as that comes into Ottawa. So this is 417 and Innis. Again, you can see those grooved out lanes, but everywhere else there's snow on it. So travel will be slow and slippery, as I've been saying all along here. So I'll zoom back out. I'll switch over to the Quebec side, just have a quick look over there. Hopefully, we had some real problems getting cameras to come up, and again, they're continuing to be problematic. That's not boding well. Oh, there we go. We've got one camera. So this is on the 50 heading north out of downtown. You can see all the traffic on the left-hand side. 3 very grooved lanes, but snow covered and lower visibility here, but not so bad. So that's what's happening on the Quebec side on the 50. I'm just going to go a little further north. So again, where it comes down to 2 lanes, mostly clear in the lanes, but still a bit of snow there as this progresses through the afternoon. I'm going to look on the 105. Take a look here and see if I can see anything. Very snow covered at that intersection on the 105 at the Alonzo Wright Bridge, basically, or heading down towards it. So you can see that the side roads are definitely showing more snow coverage than, for example, the main arteries. This isn't the best image of the 5, so I won't use that one. Let's see if this will... So again, a little more snow covered here, but obviously some main grooves worn out into the to the snow, and then everywhere else is snow packed along the shoulder and between the lanes. So that's on the Quebec side. Let me see if I've got something on the 148. These were down. Yeah, they were not really accessible earlier. I'll try one more just to no. So those are out as well. So. Let's flip back here. I'm just going to take a look at moving around the region a little bit more. And if you know of any accidents or anything like that, throw them definitely in the comments and we'll do our best to cover them and chat about it. So I'm just taking a look here. Get back on the 511 cameras. Have a look at the 416, 417 split. Let me see here. So this will be around Bayshore. So again, visibility reduced and same consistency on the roadways here as well. Let's look southbound. Maybe we can take a look at the 416 heading out. Off ramp, some of them are very greasy, no pavement showing. Obviously, this one only one real lane visible. And snow covered, so slippery. And then heading south on the 416, definitely going to be different there in terms of conditions. This is kind of Moody Drive, so fairly consistent in terms of what we've been seeing. Again, heed the warning about that snow band making its way up to Ottawa, because that's coming from here. It's now... I'm going to just show it. It's now draped across just south of Franktown, the radar, Richmond, Greeley, Vars is kind of where that's located, over Smith Falls, down to Westport and Maberly, and moving in a north west direction. So again, heading towards Canada, Carleton Place, Smith Falls, Almont, Rockland, all across there. So you have this... I'm going to keep showing that because this is the big band of snow that's coming through. It's currently, I believe, still over my house. I'll bring the... You can see the whiteout conditions here. Camera's kind of resetting itself. Hopefully it comes back. It just froze up, or... struggling with this camera a little bit for some reason today. Let's see if we can get it to come back on the main channel. No, let's try, there. We'll see if that resets it. And we'll be patient. Yeah, this is strange that it's just giving me trouble today. I apologize, obviously a technical glitch of some kind, but it's probably tapping out at this point. It's been on the stream all day, so I'll take a look. I can see if I can reset that from my end, actually, so I've got an app for that. So I'm going to take a look at it and see if I can get that back up, because it's kind of good to see what's coming towards the Ottawa area. So let's see if that will come back up now. Let me see here. Let me go into properties and go okay there. And see if I can, there we go. Okay, so you can still see that that snow band is continuing, and there's definitely some very quick accumulation here happening. So I would not be surprised to see a good 2 to 3 centimeters out of this in the last 20 minutes to half an hour. So definitely adding the snow very quickly as this progresses through the snow band. We're almost out of it in Kemptville, as you can see. I'm on the bottom end of that snow band, but it is still snowing quite a bit. So let's flip back to the cameras and take a look. So I'm going to look at the split between 7 and 417. You can see again 2 lanes marked out on the Highway 7 exit from the 417. Snow covered. It looks like 1 lane on the 417 each way. And then we'll zoom out and we'll take a look at Arnprior just to see how things are up there. Again, low visibility, 1 lane clear, the rest of it is snow covered. Kind of what we've been seeing through the afternoon there. And then make our way up to Renfrew. Not as much snow coverage here, which is what we've been seeing through the day. The lanes have managed to stay pretty much open for the most part, but definitely getting that snow accumulation everywhere else with a lower visibility. And we'll see how far, whether this made it all the way up into Petawawa in any shape or form. But as has been the trend today, barely anything up in the Petawawa region. You know, you've got slight signs of snow up there, but for the most part, it has not been affected. So south of Petawawa, Pembroke is probably the cutoff there. So I'm going to quickly jump back into the chat, make sure I don't get too far down in terms of missing any comments or anything like that. So I've got that. Did some shoveling in Smith Falls, but it's come back coming from I am Zuckerberg. Or yeah, it's definitely again you're in that snow band, so that's what's going on there. Mike out in Elmvale Acres, kind of southeast of Ottawa, showing 18 centimeters of accumulation. So thank you very much for that report. Phantom is east of Kemptville, and I can't see the neighbor across the street. And again, we're in that snow band, so visibility drops drastically when that's happening. What else is going on here? There's an accident on the 416 south near Kemptville. So that's, let me just take a look here. I'll bring that up. I thought I saw a slowdown, but obviously okay, so there's a couple of slowdowns here, so I'll bring that up just so I can highlight the comment with that. So this is right at Kemptville, 416. There is a crash noted south of Kemptville, but there's quite a slowdown here. I suspect there may be something happening before you get to Kemptville. So after crossing the 416 over the Rideau River, definitely quite a slowdown in both directions. So I suspect something is happening here on the 416 itself. So what else is going on here? Okay, I'm getting ready to drive home from Kemptville. Not looking forward to it, and I don't blame you, Jen. So take it slow, take it easy. And basically take your time, essentially. So what else have we got here? Paul coming in from Barrhaven, already shoveled the back deck 4 times today, coming down fast. Otherwise, my 6 pound Malshi dog. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. Can't move around to do her business. So yeah, that's kind of important. Definitely need to get the pets out there. So, what else is here? Julie Kerr saying seems to be slowing in Ottawa near Greeley, but I'm skeptical. So yes, again, there are pockets where there's no snow, but then there's these snow bands that are setting up, and they will bring you lots of snow very quickly. So please, this is not over yet. It's just more isolated snow showers rather than blanketed across the whole region. So you can see how those waves are kind of setting up, or snow bands are setting up, and that's what's giving us our last hurrah for this snowstorm in the area. So that's what's going on right now. But don't sleep on it, basically. What else? Michelle coming in. Hey, everyone, still snowing in Niagara Falls. Does anyone know how much snow we got? I'm not sure in Niagara Falls, so if I would have to look at reports after the fact. But if anybody is in the chat and can comment, that would be awesome, helping people out to know what's in Niagara Falls area, or even St. Catharines, kind of roughly in that same area. So what else? Blowing snow in the Gatineau Hills coming from Luna. So yes, you can see north of Ottawa on the radar itself. If I zoom out one more frame, you can see that it's definitely snowing up on the Quebec side, but it is breaking apart in the last few scans where that snowfall rate is coming down. The problem after all this snow will be down on the ground is the wind will blow this around, because it is very light, very fluffy snow. So easy to blow around, not a lot of moisture content in the snow, so won't stick to the ground as easily as previous snowstorms as well. Very light snow now, and the wind has calmed down. Just cleaned my driveway. It was about 6 to 7 inches, so about 15 to 18 centimeters of snow. There in north of Avonmore, that's from Hyundai, so thank you for that report. And Joanne asking, is it possible to see your map radar all the way to Quebec City? So I can definitely zoom out. It won't show you Quebec City unless I move to another radar, which I can do that very quickly. So this is just outside of Trois-Rivières. It's Saint Francois is the radar station up there. And as you can see, the snow is quite a bit lighter up towards Quebec City. And again, you're more on the southeastern quadrant of this snow band that is moving, or snowstorm or system that's moving. So you're not going to see as much snow even based on this radar that I'm looking at it. So hopefully that answers your question. Not as much as what we're seeing back here in eastern Ontario and into southern Ontario towards Toronto. What else? Harrowsmith, snowing, coming from Lone Walker. Yes, absolutely. Poor visibility for the 105 coming from Luna Bella. That's on the Gatineau, Quebec side. So give me 1 second here. I am going to switch back to our radars. I will look at the Blainville radar in Montreal and kind of play the loop there. You can definitely see that significantly less snow is falling in that area as compared to the Ottawa area. So again, pockets of snow, so isolated, but definitely few more flurries available in that area till this is completely over. We'll then move back to the Franktown radar. Which is obviously just south of Ottawa, and that big heavy snow band causing some issues for sure. Denanda saying it finally stopped snowing in Toronto. Yeah, and I'll look at that radar shortly. So it's definitely one of those things. Rick from Lanark County Scanner threw up the drone to get some video here, so I'll bring that up for us and share that. So give me 1 second here. I'll be able to share that in a second. Can I go full screen on this? I can. So, yikes. That's pretty risky of you, Rick. I'm going to say that. But so this is in Perth. Lots of snow, obviously very little visibility. Your drone is a trooper, I'll tell you that much. Hopefully it wasn't a super long flight, but this is going down. That's Highway 7 you're looking at, that's completely snow covered, if I'm not mistaken. Car dealership is there. So I recognize that somewhat, but there's the McDonald's on the right hand side. So yeah, conditions in this snow band are horrible. And again, not long lived, but while you're in it, you're definitely going to notice the snow falling, and it's blanketing areas very quickly in terms of as the snow is proceeding here. So, Rick, thank you very much for risking that. Hopefully, the drone, obviously, it made it home safely based on you sending us some video, but thank you for that as always. So, again, that gives you an idea of what you're seeing in that snow band as it goes through. What else have we got? Whiteout conditions now north of Kemptville. That's from Amanda. So yeah, you again are being impacted by that snow band. So whiteout conditions are definitely something that's part of that. Joanne, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help out. What else is here? Reed Gutzman saying, "Wish I could send a pic, but on my Chromebook, so kind of inconvenient." I get that. You can always send it to us later as well, either at our email address, Canadian Weather Live at Gmail, or you can even join our Canadian Weather Live reports group, which I will share here. It's a weather community, and you can post anything about weather, and we'll see that on the stream here. This was a post in regards to the 401 where they had the 30-car pileup. Again, we have talked about that. So again, it's a good resource for information, anything to do with weather. By all means, please join the group. And I've mentioned it before, there are 2 very basic questions to answer, and if you don't answer them, you ain't getting into the group. That keeps all the trolls and bots and other people out of there that shouldn't be in there, so keeps it pretty clean in that regards. So what else is here? Hi everyone, got a lot of snow in Kemptville, as I'm sure Tom has too, and that's coming from Donna. So yes, and it is still coming down, so the snow is not done for Kemptville. Again, I'm expecting totals around 20 centimeters or maybe a little bit more by the time it's all said and done, because we will have these lighter snow showers moving through the area that, again, it'll be sporadic, but again, I'm hoping this is all kind of over with for the most part for the Ottawa area around 8 p.m. And again, the back end of this, the last 2 to 3 hours, I'm expecting very light snowfall, nothing too crazy. So that's where my head's at this point. So what else is here? Mike from Franktown radar looks like more starting at 5 p.m. for Ottawa. I'm not sure about the time. Right now, 3:44, we do have snow making our way in there. If you're looking at a radar, and it's, for example, the Weather Network, they do have what they call a Futurecast radar. I'm straight up not a fan of that, because that's all it is a model. It's a prediction, and it's very... it changes so often, it's really hard to keep up with, but this band here is the one that we are monitoring. Currently the one causing the most amount of whiteout conditions along 416, 417, and as you can see, that is drifting up into Ottawa. Should be into the main city in about 15 minutes, 25 minutes, somewhere in that neighborhood, and will probably last for 15 to 20 minutes as it goes through, if it maintains its intensity. So that's what we are watching right now. What else? Luna, yeah, thank you for the cool drone view. Absolutely. Again, I don't know that I would have thrown my drone up, but Rick is definitely a gambler. So JC family in Kemptville area can't even see the food basics. So I know roughly the distance there. So visibility again is down to hundreds of meters. No longer good visibility as you are in that snow band. So take it easy, be careful. And then the Candyman, I guess it depends. You're asking when do you think the snow is gonna stop? So I made kind of a general statement for Ottawa area. If that's where you're watching from, 8 p.m. is kind of when this thing should taper completely off. However, the last 2-3 hours will be very light. And again, isolated snow showers throughout the region while we get to that point. So What else is going on here? 8 p.m. is good. I can shovel before bed. Thank you for all this that you do, keeping us informed. That's Karen. I'm happy to do it and glad it's being received so well. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Again, if you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. We've definitely seen the subscriber count going up today. We are pushing to try and get over that 10,000 mark. That'll be a bit of a milestone for us, and then we'll push on to 100,000 from there. Probably 50 and then 100,000, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But thank you. We appreciate that everybody's here and doing it. So Frosty the Beer Man, love the name. Where can any of us see these radar maps? I'm thinking this is a paid service because I've never seen these on the Weather Network's website. Very nice maps, and thanks for the live stream. So this is an app that you can get for your PC. You can get it for your phone or your tablet. It's called RadarScope. This one here, so this accesses live radar data. So it is not predictive in any way. It's not a model. This is actually what's going on at the time. So it's definitely one of those things that obviously it's an app. So they charge, I believe, $10 is what we were saying to buy it. There are different tiers that you can get if you want more information, but the very basic one that allows you to see this stuff is $10, kind of like a lifetime purchase. So I hope that helps. Okay, what else? JC family, Tom, you call this light. I can't see out my window. So yes, again, you're still in that snow band, but once that moves out, the pockets of snow should be lighter towards the end. We're still not even 4 o'clock right now. So again, I'm expecting another hour or two before this all kind of really lightens up after the evening commute from there. So coming in from, what else? Michael Harvey saying Embrun is intense now as the band passes through, and that's what we're seeing. So thank you for that report as it's coming through the Embrun area. I'll bring up my camera. Still snowing a bit here. We're still on that bottom edge of the snow band, so it has improved a little bit. Not snowing as hard, but it is still accumulating here. So definitely something to keep an eye on as this moves through and dumps quite a bit of snow at the tail end of this. What else is here? JC family saying should be sunshine and 80 degrees, please. You're going to have to teleport ahead in time and get to June or May for that to happen. It's unfortunately a little ways off for us. What else is going on? Frosty the Beer Man, very cool. Thank you for the info. I'll look into it. But of course, we don't get your friendly banter that goes with the maps. No, that's an added service that you got to come on here for. So if you're here for the chat, definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. And definitely, if you hit that like button, what it does is it gets us into the algorithm for YouTube and helps spread the word. So it's always good to do that so that other people can tune into the channel and find out the information. So what else is going on? Okay, so let's jump back to some traffic cameras. I know we kind of deviated there a little bit. So let's take a look here. I'm going to try, this is at 3:29, so that's 20 minutes ago. Let me come back to this. This is at Barrhaven on the 416. So again, quite snow covered, but there are grooves in the lanes, so that's good. But again, you are going to run into this snow band that is happening, and this is what it looked like. So I'm glad there's a still image of it. That's what I was trying to find. So you can totally see the difference between the camera we just looked at and this is in the snow band. You can barely see the river. Obviously, the entire 416 is white. Heavy snowfall in this. So this is blinding snow. This is where the problems happen. You can totally see how much snow is falling here, and this is where it gets dangerous if you're driving through it. So please slow down in this. Do not go bombing through it because you're not going to see what's coming up ahead of you. So I'm glad I saw this on the camera here, or at least was able to show it, I mean. So that is that snow band coming through. I'll see if Castleman had it too, and this is on the other end. So this is Castleman at roughly the same time, that same snow band all the way on the other side of Ottawa, and you can see the size of the flakes on this. just heavy snowfall. And obviously visibility very low, so that is coming into Ottawa. Again, latest scan just shows it. I'm going to zoom in right here as we get closer to Ottawa. So this is coming into Barrhaven, into Richmond. We'll be into Stittsville, Canada, and then it's going to get into Orleans, Rockland, Ottawa proper, go into Elmer, Gatineau, and across the river. That's what we're looking at right now. So please be careful when you are driving in this. Unfortunately, the 417 is running parallel to this, so you're not driving through it. You're kind of driving along with it to a certain extent. So again, not going to be fun to be in that. So please be careful as that comes into the Ottawa area. So going to come back out here, take a look at, we were just looking at Perth there. So with Rick's drone footage, but this is Perth down on the main intersection, one of the main intersections there. It is very snow covered, so much so this camera doesn't even see anything, partially dirty and snow covered. Let's take a look at the Sharbot Lake camera. This is Highway 7 and County Road 38 towards Sharbot Lake. Very snow covered. Along the way, very few vehicles out there. That's a tow truck, it looks like, going through there. So again, if you don't need to travel for work, if you don't need to be out, because some people have no choice, first responders, again, tip of the hat to you guys that have to be out there, first responders, whether it's medical, ambulance, EMT, that kind of thing, fire department, police services, tow truck drivers, snowplow operators, thank you for what you do. These are not fun times for you out there, and you sometimes don't have a choice about it. So this is Calidar. Visibility is much better on this camera. This was at 3:50 p.m., so about 3 minutes ago. So definitely improved visibility once that snow stops falling. Still going to be snow covered and slow going, but just please take your time. Let's take a look at Madoc here. So this is Highway 7 and 62. Looks a little better that way. Again, as we get further west, snowplows have definitely had more time to get to the roadways. So that's, well, there's a snowplow right there. So they're doing an awesome job of keeping these roads clear. And as soon as the snow is stopping, they're getting those road conditions definitely into far better shape than they were earlier. So this will be just outside of Peterborough. Still quite snow covered here at this intersection. And that camera's snow covered in itself. Let's go down the 115 towards back towards Toronto, and we'll have a look at that. One lane clear on this. This is 115 near Tapley Quarter Line. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. So you can see that one lane is clear. Everything else is snow covered outside of that lane. So, take your time once again. Let's go down to the Toronto area, just outside of Bowmanville, and I'll take a look here on the 401. This is looking much better than it was earlier today. Throughout the morning, this was basically all snow all the way across with very little surface showing or blacktop. So, oh God, I'm not sharing it, so I apologize. Thank you, my moderators. I've had a long day. I'm sorry, guys. Definitely was going through the cameras there and not showing everything. So this is 401. I apologize. Just too much going on. So this is what we were seeing. Much better visibility here. I will go back through a couple of them just to show what I was talking about. So again, this is on the 115, one lane open. And essentially snow covered everywhere else. I talked about that. So just east of Peterborough, this intersection here, snow covered, obviously. And obviously, we're coming into 4 o'clock within the next hour. The sun's going to be down and darkness is going to fall. So visibility won't be as good as well. So just kind of reiterating on that. And I apologize. I should have been all over that a little bit quicker. But thank you for jumping in and telling me that we can't see the cameras. Okay, so what was that? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to take a look on the 401 here, down by Port Hope. zoom in here. So this is just at 401 and Toronto Road. This image is about 20 minutes old, but you can see as soon as the snow moves out, crews are getting those main roads down to pavement and making travel a little more tolerable and more better conditions, and visibility is improving there. So thank you for that. What else is going on here? Let's look at Colborne. Here there's a little bit of snow falling. This is at 3:40 p.m. about 17 minutes ago. So definitely one of those things where exit ramps are still snow covered, but a couple of open lanes. So yes, definitely not still out of it for the most part. This is Quinte West, Trenton. So I'll show those cameras as well. Here you can see that we're moving eastward, and as we're following the snow, road conditions aren't as good as they are further back west towards Toronto, where they've been out of the snow for a few hours. So that's where it's improving things. Take a look at just outside or just on the Belleville side of things. So again, now we're seeing that consistency with the snow and poorer driving conditions and poorer visibility on these cameras here. So, and that was Belleville area. Let's take a look at Napanee. Hopefully we see what Napanee looks like. So more and more snow here. Barely any blacktop showing for the most part. So you can see that exits are definitely snow covered and slippery. So very little traffic as well along the 401. Let's move our way into the Kingston area. Have a look at some of the cameras here. Down by Kingston, a couple of lanes with two open grooves. So clear in the lanes, but outside of that, snow covered between the lanes and on the shoulders themselves. Let's take a look here at Highway 15. Starting to improve definitely here. There's a lot more blacktop showing here. This is 401 just as you're approaching eastbound, coming to the Highway 15 exit. So that's at the top of the hill there. I recognize that exit coming off the 401. So what else have we got here? So I think that's good. I'm going to jump quickly back into the comments. We do have that one section closed. So let me get back here into the comments, and I know I'm going to see a ton of them that I'm talking and there's no cameras up on the screen. So again, I apologize for that. Just scrolling back here. There's a lot of comments that I missed here. Okay, so what else? Even with your assessment earlier this morning, I'm still on the fence about my Windsor to Toronto run tonight. South Detroit fishing. So if you're going tonight from Windsor to Toronto, again, there were quite a few accidents, quite a few closures. Tonight will not be atrocious, but it's, if you're going to go, you got to go and expect it's going to take you quite some time to get there, because crews are going to be working hard. But if there's those closures, that's obviously going to eat into how much travel time you're having to do coming from Windsor to Toronto. That's a lot of snow for the area on average, and again, we were talking 20 to 30 centimeters through those areas. So you do what's best for you, and hopefully if you do get out, that you go safely and don't run into too many problems. So what else is going on here? Still pretty heavy at Clayton Lake coming from lake time. And then what else have we got here? A lot of talk about warmer weather, which I'm jealous of, but we are far from that in the chat. What else is here? So G. Cornell, it looks like careful walking out there too. Says the bruise on my backside after wiping out in my driveway. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. But definitely it is slippery out there, because you have snow on top of certain areas where they have ice, and that's like a very slippery, like a skating rink essentially. So what else is here? Also, yes, a comment about not passing plows while they're actively doing their snow clearing. Do not pass a plow, obviously against the law, and can be dangerous too. Plow operators are concentrating on what they're doing, not how you're driving, and they shouldn't have to. So, yeah, so now I'm getting into the comments about how we're still on radar. So, Sylvie Smith, anybody else get wicked headaches on stormy days? So the pressure change, I do know. I have friends that do get headaches when the pressure does change. So you would definitely experience that as pressure changes with storm systems moving through an area. So I don't think you're alone on that one. What else have we got here? Denise coming in saying at 3:50 heavy snow and winds just started. Having whiteouts, can hardly see my backyard to the garage. Staying inside for sure. Drive safe on the roads. So thank you for that. Megan asking, are we clear in Alexandria area? So this statement can be made for most of Eastern Ontario right now. There will be these bands of snow moving through. It will be isolated snow. Lots of pockets where there won't be any snow. So you're, again, after 8 p.m., you're probably more than likely in the clear. Up until that point, the last 2-3 hours will be very light. And what we are dealing with currently is this snow band that is just south of Ottawa, making its way northwest. That's where the most of the snow is right now. Everything else is fairly light for the most part, and that's all in relative terms as well. So what else have we got here? Glad to see the drone shot. Mike has it an orange hat on like I did this morning. So yeah, that's definitely I don't know that the drone would fly very well with the orange hat on. What else is here? Luna Bella saying, yeah, the off ramps look super fun, and that's it. The main area of the 401 will be clear, but getting on and getting off could be a challenge, especially if the snow plows have gone by recently. Without the plow going down the off ramp or the on ramp, you might be trying to go through a snowbank to get either on or off, which is always a challenge if you don't have a big vehicle or anything as well. So. Denanda saying, how are people out there jogging now? I'm looking out my window and people are jogging. I'm jealous. That's in the Toronto area. So definitely some committed individuals to their health, and I salute them for that. I don't think I would be one out doing any jogging right now, but on the best of days, I'm not doing any jogging. So good point from Denanda, just saying make sure you pack some stuff in your car, have a winter emergency kit, blanket, snacks, that kind of stuff, water, even some candles to keep heat in case you do get stranded. So always a good tip. What else here? Don't know if this has already been covered, but City of Ottawa overnight parking ban from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That is coming from Mikey Kim. So thank you for that. No, I have not covered that, but that's a great point. A lot of townships like Kemptville don't have on-street parking overnight throughout the winter for the most part for Kemptville, for example, but as well as other cities and townships as well. So obviously do not park where, if you have a choice, so snow crews can get their job done and not have to deal with your vehicle in the way. So again, Ottawa's putting a parking ban from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. so everybody knows that. What else? Okay, perfect. So we're caught up on comments. Just want to make sure I keep my train of thought here. Just looking at a couple of things on that as well. Okay. Checking my inbox. Nothing there that I need to worry about. I will take a look at our Canadian Weather Live reports in case there's anything in there. And I think there's some people that need to be added, but I'll deal with that after. Okay, so that's clear. So what else can we look at here? So let me zoom back out on the Google Maps and we'll take a look at how the roads are faring for the afternoon commute. Now we're getting towards that 4 o'clock, so as we get to 5 o'clock, we're definitely going to see that increase. So I'll start back in the Ottawa area. And we'll cover that up and go from there. So Ottawa Gatineau, going to throw that up on the map here, and you can see quite a bit of red, which hasn't changed a whole lot from what we were looking at earlier. And I'm just taking a look here. Our last scan, I'm bringing up the radar just to see where that snow band is. That's at 3:59 p.m. So the next scan on this radar should update. And it'll be very close to being over the 417 corridor, essentially stretching from one end to the other. Well, it'll be 417/174, I should say, as we're looking at that. So just seeing if there's any new accidents that I need to look at. There's definitely one here just south of Carlsbad Springs. This is 41 and 417. There's an accident in the eastbound lanes, backing things up. So if you are heading towards Castleman out east on the 417, please take note of that. There is definitely an accident there being reported. I'm going to look at the 174 just to see if there's any accidents in that area. It looks pretty clear for the most part until you get close to Cumberland. That's always down by the ferry. That's always slow, even on regular commutes, and down by Rockland. So we can take a look at some cameras there. I'll pull up some Ottawa traffic cameras, and this will be that ferry crossing, so we can kind of pull that up. You can see the lineup of traffic in the left-hand side. That's all coming from Ottawa, heading towards obviously Cumberland, Rockland, that area. So snow-covered roads with groove cut into it as the traffic is moving through here. So that is again at the Cumberland crossing, or the ferry over to Masson. And I'll take a look at one of the last cameras here. This is 174 in Canaan Road. You can see that on the screen. So things are improving. Visibility has gone up, but again, once that band of snow moves in, this is going to drastically change on the cameras, and you're going to see whiteout conditions, and that's where the problems can happen. So I'm going to take a look at some cameras here. I'm just looking for Hunt Club, see if that snow has made it into Hunt Club. Let me see here. So this looks like an accident right now on the screen. I don't know if that's a tow truck attempting to get that vehicle on the left-hand side of the screen. We'll see when this refreshes, but you can see here the snowfall rate has picked up. Visibility is reduced, and so the road is definitely quite snow covered here. So yes, that is a tow truck trying to get into position to get that spun out car on the left-hand side. I believe it could be involved in the accident as well. So this is at Hunt Club and Marival is what I'm seeing here. So hopefully whoever's in that vehicle is okay. That's on the left-hand side there. Just randomly picked a camera, but it's, that's what I'm expecting with this snow band. So you can see here the visibility is going down. This is looking, which way are we looking here on Hunt? That's along... okay, so that's Greenbank at Hunt Club. So we are kind of looking westbound here, and to the left of the screen will be where the snow is coming from, and you can kind of see that on this camera here. So I'm going to see if there's any other cameras further south here. They don't show this snow band yet, so I'm looking here. This is Fallowfield and Woodruff. Again, pretty consistent road conditions throughout. I'm just watching my radar to try and find out where and pinpoint where the snow is hiding. So here, this is an example of where the visibility is going to go down. So this is Woodruff and Claridge/Stoneway out basically Barhaven area. You can definitely see that the visibility has dropped and that there's quite a bit more snow falling. So that is that band of snow moving northwest coming through the region there as well. So just if you do get into it, please, slow down and give yourself a little more room as we go through that. So Let me just jump back here into the comments. Um, and what else have we got? Frosty the Beerman, different times back then for Montreal. Okay, we're talking about an event here. Snow up to the handles of my dad's car. The Metro was the only thing running. Yeah, definitely. We haven't had any major snowfall events in quite some time. Uh, I'm a fan of the big snowfall events. If I'm gonna get snow, I want it to bury us. That's just me. I'm weird that way, but it's the way I enjoy doing things when it comes to snow. So, and again, snowmobilers are going to be very happy in the region because snow has been lacking. This is definitely going to help with that. So, what else is good? Frosty the Beer Man. Hi Tom. I may just bite and buy the app for fun. Is the $9.99 regular purchase good enough to see local maps for Ontario and Quebec? Uh, I won't buy a subscription. Yes, so you'll see what you're seeing on my screen because this is the more basic function of it. So you will have exactly what you're seeing here. So you can look at live radar and you'll be able to look anywhere in North America. That app works across the US, even some places in Europe, but basically US, Canada. You can access essentially, as long as it's online, you can access any radar and see reflectivity, some velocities, and some basic stuff. So it's a great app in that regards because even if you're not here in the region, you can then, let's say you're out west in Alberta or you're in BC, you can take a look at the local radar and assess for yourself what's going on. So I think it's a very valuable tool as well. So what else? Tom, that was the storm of 1971. So yeah, I was not even alive at that point, but I do remember my parents talking about it. I heard stories of snow up to the second level of roofs from drifting and stuff like that. So we definitely have not had an event like that in quite some time. Those are very rare. Snowfall events. I think the most I've ever seen in my lifetime was in the spring, and I can't remember the year, but it's probably 30 years ago. I saw 60 centimeters of snow, kind of up in White Lake, Arnprior, up in that area. I was running a snow groomer back then, and it was a springtime snowstorm, and it dumped a mountain of snow. I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble with my moderator, so I'm grabbing a drink of water there before I get myself in hot water. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm going to zoom out and see if there's anything else. So far, the commute seems pretty reasonable, to be honest with you. It is better than I expected, but a lot worse than this morning, if that makes any kind of sense. Lots of accidents starting to show up. I'm going to show on the Quebec side here. Definitely, the 5 has a bunch of accidents reported, quite a few slowdowns as you leave the Gatineau-Hull area. So definitely some slowdowns to pay attention to here. On Autoroute 5, the 105 itself looks pretty treacherous, just very red. And then the 307, I believe that is. So that one's got an accident reported there as well. So a few tightly constrained accidents here in the small area as people are leaving downtown and that kind of stuff. So the A5 or the Autoroute 5 is basically slow all the way up into Wakefield. So again, mostly to do with conditions. 50 is pretty clear all the way out. I'm just going to kind of the odd slowdown spot, obviously, but even past Montebello, getting to the, Hawkesbury, Grenville area, 50 is still pretty solid all the way towards the Montreal area. So until you get to Mirabel Airport, that's where things start to get congested back way far east there. This is the 417 that we're looking at. Again, slow travel just because that snow band moved through is definitely slowing things down as that comes further and further north. And again, I'll show you the latest radar scan. It's just coming into the 417 Queensway area where we've got the snow that's going to be coming down significantly more than the rest of the area. Just you can see how concentrated or isolated that snow is around that snow band. But then after that, not a whole lot happening here. So we are what, 4:15 right now, and you can see this is over the last 3 hours. So this is basically from around 1:15 to 4:15. You can see how that snow has progressed. So Kingston is out of it. The 401 corridor, for the most part, is essentially out of it. So we are part of the region is now over and done with this snowstorm. So if you're anywhere kind of south and west of that on this radar scan, so in this pocket between that and the Seaway, you're pretty much done with the snowstorm. There are some very light areas of snow, but again, extremely light, nothing major. So I'll come back to the Toronto radar. Actually, we haven't even looked at that, and I can show you how different this looks over the last 3 hours. Basically everything has dissipated out of the Toronto area. You can see that kind of the left edge of the precipitation moving here and basically drifting kind of eastward from there. So Toronto now is just left to dig out of this overnight and through the evening and overnight. But the snow is basically done for the GTA area. Which looked significantly different than it did on the morning stream. I mean, there was just lake effect bands coming off the lake as the low was moving through, and was just GTA was getting hammered with snow. So I can probably take a look just to see what the 401 looks like through Toronto right now. So we'll see. I'm going to take a look at the Don Valley Parkway. I know that was a major bottleneck. It was closed. So it does look like that it is open again, traffic moving in both directions. The right side of the screen, the lanes are far more clear there than obviously on the left side. So plows probably going through that and haven't done the left side yet. Let's take a look at another one here. That's not the best picture, so let's close that off. I'll see if I can find anything here. So DVP is definitely looking a lot better. Still snow covered, but traffic is moving through here. They had that closed for several hours earlier in the day. We'll take a look at the 401. There's got to be probably 15, 16 lanes across here at this point. This is at the Don Valley Parkway 404, 401 interchange. You can see crews have done an awesome job of scraping this down. The collector lanes are scraped pretty good, just slushy in the lanes. Obviously Express still showing snow covered, as well as the other side of the 401. So things are improving in the Toronto area quickly. Again, been out of the snow for the last few hours, so crews are getting ahead of it. We'll see here down by Pickering, have a look at a couple of cameras there. Yeah, visibility drastically improved again. No snow falling, your visibility is going to go up and improve drastically, as I'm mentioning. You also have the snow or the surfaces on the roads are definitely starting to show more and more. So things are improving quite a bit for travel in the Toronto area. On the main roads, I suspect the side roads and obviously any back roads, they're not going to be fun till crews can get to them overnight and go from there. So definitely an improvement on things somewhat. Let me take a look. I'm going to see, looks like we still slow on the 416, but I suspect that has to do with the snow drifting northwest. And as that's moving out of the area, things do improve as we go further south towards the 401. So this is kind of a bird's eye view here. 401 is still going to be closed, I suspect. I don't know if anybody knows how long that is going to be closed down by Rockport, Mallorytown, Ivy Lee. If you do, can you throw a comment in the chat so we can let people know? But I suspect that's going to be closed for hours yet, but not 100% sure about that. else is there's a comment here from Veronica. OPP officers have responded to nearly 100 collisions as of 4 p.m. Since 5 a.m. Cars and trucks sliding into ditches with no injuries is the vast majority. So I'm glad to hear about the vast majority being them no injuries, but you're definitely becoming a hindrance if you're on the road and driving into the ditches. So unless you have to be out there, we recommend you don't be out there. That's kind of a no-brainer there. So let me zoom in here. I know that Odessa had the highway closed. It looks to be open again right by Odessa, but further down on west on the 401, there is another accident being reported. So that is a continued problem spot near Napanee, but the highway is open. It was closed earlier, so that is an improvement. Another accident westbound on the 401 just to the northeast of Shannonville. So something to keep in mind there along the 401. What else have we got here? Another accident. This is just to the east of Colborne, but on the 401 we've got another accident showing here, holding things up again. All of this seems to be westbound, which is kind of interesting that all the accidents seem to be in the westbound lanes. Not sure why that is. But again, we look to be improving things drastically the further west we go. 115 is looking pretty solid as well. So up into Peterborough, especially considering we're in that higher peak of traffic hour. So that's always a good sign. I'm going to take a look at the 115 to see if it's improved. So we are definitely seeing improvement there. More of the blacktop coming through as the snow has been moved out of the region. So definitely improvements for people that far west. Still, this is at 4:19 p.m., so still quite snow covered on this section of the 115 as you get closer to Peterborough. But a lot more surface starting to show on the roadway as well here. So there's light at the end of the tunnel for this, and we are now getting again into that where things are starting to improve further west of us, and we can expect the same thing on this end. Okay, what else is going on here? I'm jumping back into the chat. What else is going on? Hey Tom, snow is light in Canada South. That's coming from Sean Burke right now, but I have to leave at 5 and drive to Hunt Club and Bank. I am going to be right in that belt you say is approaching, so I will bring up the radar back for Ottawa, and at 5 o'clock, yes, you're going to be, it might be out of there, but it's a tough call to make because right now it is just approaching Canada, so here's your 417 corridor. And the snow is just starting to make its way in there. So it's going to last for about, I want to say 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. It seems to have slowed down its drift northwest. So yeah, you're definitely going to be right in it. So I would give yourself some extra time, Sean, to get out of Canada and to your destination, because inside that, the visibility is no fun. What else have we got here? Okay. Frosty Beerman. Tom, I did a follow on your page, but was never asked any questions to prove I'm a human. So it depends which page you did it on. If you did it on Canadian Weather Live Reports, that one has questions. Canadian Weather Live itself for us does not have any questions. You can follow that page. And there's no issues there. So because we're the ones that post on that page, not the end users, whereas Canadian Weather Live Reports, where people can post about weather, that is obviously, we've left it up to individuals to post on there. So we do have that kind of screening process as well. So Tornado Pro is back from shoveling driveways. Welcome back to the chat. I know you said you'd be back on around the 4 o'clock mark, so Good to see you back in there. Snow is picking up in Elmville Acres. That's Mike. And yes, that is that band of snow. That's what we've been talking about for the last hour or so. It has now moved its way into the Ottawa area, obviously stretching all the way back to Maberly, but coming through Carleton Place, soon to be in Almont, going through Stittsville, Canada, Ottawa, Orleans, Rockland, and then now it's going to, once it goes through Ottawa, obviously it will jump onto the Quebec side, moving through Gatineau, Buckingham, and then up into the Gatineau Hills, Lepage, Cantley, Chelsea, as well as on the Ontario side towards Arnprior, Dunrobin, Constance Bay. So please, this is not over yet, but again, it's isolated for the most part. So let me jump back in the chat here. Okay, snow. Okay, we've got that. Veronica saying OPP put out their stay home statement. So again, they're just overwhelmed, and obviously, unless you have to be out, they want you to stay home. So that way they can get ahead of things, get back into shape, and then we can return to some kind of normality. Donanda saying the side roads in Toronto and the back roads are a mess, even the sidewalks and those poor people on the bike lanes, which are non-existent. So that's not fun at all. I'm just getting a note here in my moderator chat, so give me 1 second here. Oh no. Okay, so this is in regards to the 401 issue, so let me bring that up, where they had it closed by Rockport and Mallorytown. So in regards to this, OPP releasing a statement at 2:45 p.m. One child has been transported to hospital with serious injuries. Many other people suffered minor injuries, with some of them also going to hospital. OPP officers have finished clearing a backlog of vehicles at Reynolds Road and are continuing to clear other vehicles from the area which were not involved in the collision. Expect the eastbound lanes to be closed for an extended period for the investigation and removal of damaged vehicles. So unfortunately, that area is going to be closed for quite a bit of time because that's at 2:45 before they get the investigation done and all the vehicles out of there. I've been trapped on a highway before in Saskatchewan on the Trans-Canada, and that was in the summertime. So this is a whole other ball game with all this snow. So anyways, let's keep our fingers crossed for that child. Hopefully they'll be okay once they get the medical attention they need. So definitely, if you can, send positive vibes that way. Never like hearing about children or anybody getting hurt. That's not fun. So again, Veronica, thank you for putting that up. What else is going on here? Okay, so I've got all that caught up. So let me just jump back in here. Get lost here sometimes in the chat, so I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. The parking lot across the street from my apartment building is like buried. You can see a couple of bumps, which I believe are cars. Oh my goodness, that does not sound fun. Hopefully the plow operators don't damage them. So what else is going on here? OPP should add a message to employers to shut down non-essential construction offices so that people can stay safe. Everyone is rushing to get to work. It's sad how greedy some businesses are. Again, that comes down to personal choice in terms of whether you're committed to something or not. So, a tough one to say, but obviously if you don't need to be on roads, don't be on roads. What else? Paul saying, I totally agree. If buses are canceled to keep kids safe, shouldn't we also consider keeping adults safe? So yeah, again, not everything works for everybody, but definitely the vast majority should avoid being on the roads if they can be. So I'm just going to see here as well. I've just got some more comments in the chat. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing in my moderator chat, I should explain. Maze, the crazy border collie, is getting tired of shoveling the driveway. Again, coming from Stuart King from the 613. So I don't blame the Border Collie for being tired of it. I'm not looking forward to going out and doing mine, but that's going to have to get done as soon as I'm off the stream, essentially. So what else have we got here? Plow trucks clearing off and ready to go. We'll be heading out in a couple of hours for cleanup light snow in the Renfrew currently. That's from Chris O'Malley, obviously doing snow removal. So again, you can see on the screen here, even though I've got a still image, the snow is very light. Other than obviously those pockets of snow coming through with that band. So that's the last, I'm going to call it the last hurrah of this snowstorm. Once that moves northwest, I suspect it's going to fall apart somewhat eventually, because it's going to get to the northwest end of the system. And there's that seems to be the trend. They are falling apart up there. So I'm hoping that is the case, and that we're out of this soon, so that people can kind of return to some normality. So what D Marie saying, the weather, sorry, the chat was jumping. The weather is bad when the school calls asking if they can send your kid home. Yes, that's definitely a hint for sure. So what else is going on here? Yeah, we'll get through this, folks, as long as we have the storm chips. Just don't tell Tom. So yeah, we were commenting about storm chips last night. I'm definitely avoiding them, trying to be on a healthy kick here and dieting. So storm chips are not on my menu. But everybody else, I hope you enjoy the storm chips. We're on the back end of all of this, so things are definitely improving as well. And Rick saying, or the kid is that miserable at school, which is also an option, but you never know. What else? And I'm not speaking to a specific child. I'm just saying in general terms as well. Uh, uh, okay, so True Blue just saying, just watched our plow driver swerving in and out so he did not fill in people's driveways. Hats off to that guy. Oh, so the city plow driver just going through and not making the snowbanks as big as he could. So that's awesome. Definitely helps. What else is going up here? Tornado Pro said, I had to shovel a massive icy snowdrift. So, again, we did talk about this somewhat. Thank you for that update. Snowdrifts are going to be the problem with this. Winds will blow this snow around even after the snow is done falling from the sky. So, where there are areas with higher winds, you are going to see, you're definitely going to see drifting happening. And because we've gotten 20 centimeters or sometimes even more, those drifts can accumulate pretty quickly. So just be careful of that on roads that have not been traveled a lot. So anyways, so that's good on that front, knowing that drifting is going to be an issue later on. Uh, oh my goodness. I'm laughing because I'm looking at Google Maps and here we are. So Odessa was closed 401. The 401 is now closed between Odessa and Napanee. We did look at that accident earlier. So obviously the OPP have closed the 401 here. This is at Lennox and Addington Road 4. Essentially just to the west of there, so they're closing and get people off the highway there. So westbound 401, not the place you want to be today, heading towards the Toronto area. I'm just checking on any of the other accidents to see if they're closed, but they are not. So that's another update for travel in the area. So let me zoom back here. I'm going to look at Ottawa. Considering the snow is moving through that region, with the radar showing that snow band right across the 417 at this point. So I'm impressed to see that the roads haven't completely come apart, which is good. So as this moves through, maybe the snow is weakening a little bit and not as intense. It definitely looks somewhat like that on radar. So when it was coming through Kempville, it was definitely far more intense. So When we're reading this map, the green and the light green is on the bottom end of the scale. I'll back this up to where it was coming through Kemptville. See how much yellow there is, and that's even just south of Barrhaven. So when you have that yellow, that's on the moderate end of the scale for precipitation density. So you can see significantly stronger when it was at this point. Whereas now it's slowly fading. And again, I mentioned as this moves northwest, it's going to weaken and come apart when it gets onto the Quebec side, or even on the Ontario side, it is going to start to weaken. And that will be the tail end of this storm system, hopefully, fingers crossed. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on right now. What else is here? Kim Hayes, I just want to take the time to thank you for sticking with this storm and with us throughout this entire day, because for many, it meant a great deal. So thank you very much, Kim. My pleasure. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm happy to do it. This is why we are here. So again, if you're new to the platform, if you've subscribed recently, we've had a lot of, we've gained almost 300 followers or subscribes today to the YouTube channel. That helps us immensely. Thank you for supporting us. Connor and I definitely appreciate it. So it's definitely something we're here for the long term, and I'm glad it is helping people out. We want to help people out with weather when it comes to that, whether it's winter or summer. So what else here? Just making sure I'm not missing comments. Elmvale Acres, the snow squall, Mike E. Kim is saying is there now. So snowing heavily as that band moves through the Ottawa area. So we've been talking about that. So it's all the way to Rockland. Even almost came through Hawkesbury, so definitely would have been a pickup of snow in the Hawkesbury area for a short period of time. Again, it's lasting for about 20 to 30 minutes. It is moving slower now, so the drift is slower. The intensity is dropping, but it might stick around for a bit longer, so there's kind of a trade-off there, to be honest. Okay, so Veronica just coming into the chat saying that snowplows for Edwardsburg and Cardinal area will be taking a break and continuing back at around 4 a.m. So obviously they've been at it all day, starting overnight. Picking back up at again overnight to get the roads cleared up. So hopefully by morning we are talking much better road conditions for tomorrow's commute. There is possibility of snow tomorrow afternoon, and again, I need to chat with Connor about that to see what kind of amounts we're talking about. I have not looked into tomorrow as of today, just been concentrating on what's going on with this storm system as we're tackling it and it's moving through the region. So I know Connor, he's making a comment here. I just want to see in my chat just what's going on. Connor actually had to remove somebody out of a snowdrift in the parking lot at work. He's commenting. So people who have been at work all day suddenly finding their cars buried. What else is going here? So, okay. Just double checking. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm caught up on my moderator chat, so we're good there. So again, if you do want to submit any photos, you can email them to us, or if you have questions after the fact, you don't want to ask in the stream chat, you want to do it later, our email's at the top of the screen, canadianweatherlive@gmail.com. That'll get a shout out to us, and we will do our best to respond in a timely manner. If it's anything, we will, weather related or technical, whatever the case may be, we'll do our best to answer that for you folks. Okay. Rick from Lanark County Scanner just saying, just throwing it out there for anyone in Perth, I will be out plowing with the four-wheeler soon. If you're stuck, even the plow bank, feel free to reach out. I'll help if I can. So you can go and follow Rick's information on Facebook, Lanark County Scanner. So he's just throwing that out there. Thank you, Rick, for being an awesome neighbor. So if you do need help, send him a message through his social media on Facebook. Again, awesome to see that. And we love this community, and that's what I've noticed most about it is that it's amazing how it has grown over the last 6, 7 months. I can't wait to see where it is in 5 years from now. But we're excited where this platform is headed and going from there. So, what else is going on? Uh, yeah, I'm actually scared to look at my camera to be honest with you. It looks very white out there, and I'm gonna have to go clear all that snow once the plow finishes going by. Again, they're gonna continue plowing through the night. Again, thank you, plow operators, first responders, medical, fire, and police. You guys work in the worst conditions, but you have no choice. So thank you again. As you can see here now in the Kemptville area, we are pretty much out of the snow. There's still light snow falling, but basically I'm on the tail end of it. I will bring up radar just to show you folks. So Kemptville down here is just in this very light sprinkle, but essentially we are out of it at this point. So once that band again drifts north, that to me is going to be the end of this. So it will end even a bit sooner than expected. Again, this lighter stuff that you're seeing on the screen. So all this stuff around where you've got that light green area that will hang out for the next few hours. But again, that is minimal at best. Our main concentration, once this precipitation is out of the area, that will be all she wrote, folks. I believe we're tailing off on this, so definitely getting to the end of it. So again, light at the end of the tunnel. Awesome that we've made it through another one, and hopefully again, I'm hoping that that young child that was on the 401 with the injuries is okay. Sending my thoughts down that way, and hopefully makes a good recovery for that one. So what else have we got here? Okay, so it looks like I'm pretty much caught up on comments. When should it wrap up then? Cynthia's asking. So again, I'm expecting the majority of this precipitation, which is that last band that I've highlighted, that will be over in the next hour to 2 hours once it drifts northwest of Ottawa, Gatineau area, crossing into the Quebec side and obviously going up the eastern side of Highway 17, essentially northward. It is dissipating, so that's my expectation. Within the next hour or two, that band is going to move out. Outside of that, it is extremely light snow, and I'm thinking we're now 4:45, 7-ish. It should mostly be over unless something crazy happens. So that's where my head's at right now, and then we will go out and take care of the snow that's outside and clear the laneways. So take it easy. Definitely don't overdo it. Again, we talk about it. Heart attacks are definitely common with shoveling, people overdoing it. So don't get too carried away. So let me. I'm just going back to roads here to take a look. And I'll try and find some cameras if I can for any accidents. But right now, I'm just seeing if there's anything that has changed. I don't see anything right now. Pretty much what we've been talking about throughout. Obviously, I can show the map here. Ottawa is improving in terms of the 417. Still very slowed down here near Carling, heading towards Iris and that area towards Greenbank. But that's a typical slowdown for rush hour traffic. So nothing too crazy in that regards. Things are improving, and again, once that snowband moves out, I can see things drastically improving because visibility is what will usually slow down people quite a bit. So just looking through the area if there's anything else that I need to make people aware of. Where is this? This is between Brighton and Colborne. I think we highlighted this earlier, but because I recognize that Cochrane's motocross. There's still an accident showing there, still quite the slowdown. 401 westbound between Brighton and Colborne. And then things are drastically improving in the Toronto area, so that's all good. So we are on the uptrend of driving conditions, other than obviously further east you go right now, still with the snow impacting that and heading towards the Quebec border, but things are looking pretty good right now. And I am going to hydrate here a little bit. Okay, what else have we got going on? Question, Isabel is asking about Highway 22 conditions starting at Highway 43. So let me see if I can find out what Google Maps is going to show about that. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, I'll bring that up on the screen. No, that is definitely wrong. I just went to Alberta on my Google Maps. That's definitely not going to help us out. So let me get back to our viewing region. So I'm just trying to find, I'm not familiar with 22. Oh, there we go. It's the one that comes just east of the 416. So Pelton goes through Pelton's Corners, Hexton. Right now, okay, so I'll pull that up. I can't give you any photos or anything. If anybody can comment if they've driven on it, but I'm basing this on what I'm seeing on Google Maps. So quite slow on 22, which is that South Gower Drive coming from 43 you were asking about. So it's definitely going to be a slow drive. So my suspicion, obviously I have no cameras, nothing I can corroborate that with, but this looks to be quite snow covered and quite slow all the way till you get down to Hinman. From there, it starts to improve, and you've got a lot more green as you get further south, all the way to the 401 and into Cardinal. So if you're going down to the Cardinal area, good northern portion of that drive, again, showing it here on the screen, is going to be yellow all the way to Paws and Spas Dog Grooming. That just happens to be in the same spot where things are improving. But I don't know if you know that as a landmark, so that might help you. But obviously the first portion of that from 43 is yellow and slow. Again, throughout the region, you are going to have snow-covered roads, so take your time. But that's what's happening on that road there. So hope that gives you some direction, and you can make the right call for yourself on that one if you're trying to travel that road, obviously, at this point. Just looking here, what else we've got going on. If there's any questions, throw them in the chat. Definitely, I am happy to answer any questions in that regards. And I'm just going to double check here. Okay, so what else have we got? I've got a video here. We live in a snow globe, so let me get this up here. I'm going to pause that. I will go full screen on this. Mute that for a second. So let me, hopefully it'll just keep cycling. Let me share this. So this is from Diane Menard, and you can see when this is obviously inside that snow band. You can see how big the snowflakes are and how intense the snow is falling. So this looks to be somewhere either in the Ottawa, possibly Barhaven area. I'm not sure. I don't know if I recognize that building or not, but thank you for sharing that on our Canadian Weather Live reports page. Very much appreciated. So that's what it's like inside that snow band as it moves through. What else is going on here? Isabel, wow, thank you so much for answering. No problem, my pleasure. That's what we're here for. I try and engage as much as I can with the chat and with the subscribers. Obviously, when it gets really busy, it's not always easy to do, but I definitely do my best here. So I've also got a submission here. Cindy Richards submitting this. So let me just take a look at here. East end of Ottawa, a measurement of the snowfall. So let me pull this up on the screen. So thank you for submitting this. This is Cindy on the east end of Ottawa, sending in a picture. Obviously, you can see how much snow has fallen. It's stacking up on that railing and running out of room. So again, a decent amount of snowfall throughout the region. Again, I'm suspecting I've got over 20 centimeters at my house, especially when that band was going across was super intense. So definitely we're seeing what we kind of predicted. Again, 20 centimeters was kind of where my head was at for a lot of the area. Obviously, Renfrew getting quite a bit more than I expected, hearing some decent snowfall amounts up there as well. More than I was expecting that way as well. So, but that's what weather does. It surprises you, and you never know what you're going to get. What else is going on here? Reed Gutzman, looks like we're in for another quick blast of snow in Arnprior. You are just kind of to the northwest of this band. It's coming up that 417, working its way past Kinburn, Goleta, and then eventually into Arnprior. So you can see that yellow showing up in the band. That is moderate snowfall, so quite heavy as that moves through. So it's not long-lived, that's the good news, but it can drop a fair bit of snow in a short amount of time. So that's coming your way slowly but surely. Again, I will activate the radar here. You can see this is the last 3 hours, so you can see that a lot of the green is disappearing off the screen, so most of the precipitation is dying off and breaking up, and we're just stuck with this one concentrated area that is moving through Ottawa, kind of wrapping around as that low is moving through, so it's kind of moving or circulating counterclockwise. You can kind of clearly see that on the radar itself, and we are getting towards the end of this, so within the next hour, most of the precipitation should be done with, and then there'll be trace amounts after that for another hour or so, maybe two. What else is going on here? Gonna be kneecap level in the morning with the drifts coming from Reed. Yes, the snow is definitely going to pile up in some areas. I've already seen some decent drifts outside of my house. When I went out, when I was having my break there between 12:15 and 3 o'clock, I did stroll outside to take a look just to see what I was going to encounter. And there's definitely some decent drifts. This stuff is light and fluffy and blows around very easily. So just looking on my camera here outside, and you can definitely see very light snow happening at this point. Basically trace amounts. So this is kind of what you can expect as this system winds down. Very, very, very light snow. Barely any accumulation will happen on that. Which is fantastic, and you can start digging out from this. Again, maybe some snow tomorrow afternoon, but nothing in comparison to what we're seeing right here. So no reason to be worried about it, but it will obviously make road conditions a little bit slick as that goes through in the afternoon tomorrow. But all that means is you're going to drive a little bit slower at this point. So want to double check power. I don't think there's any major outages. I do have one smaller one. This is not huge, but I'll bring it up on the screen. We do have this one that has popped up. 143 people. This is basically south of Griffith, east of Ferguson Corners. It looks like about 143. Matawachan, hopefully I pronounced that right. That's just showing a small power outage. That's the biggest one again, and I'm not expecting anything in terms of any kind of significant power outages, but The heavy snow, because we've gotten almost a foot of snow, might bring a tree down onto a power line, that type of thing. So that looks good. Hydro Ottawa is clear, so no issues there as well. And I'm going to double check here to see if Environment Canada has done any kind of updating. So they are pulling out some reports. So they've removed some of the warnings. Obviously, for Toronto, for the most part, is done. So let me share that on the screen. So this is the latest update for snowfall warnings. Essentially, Ottawa still under that orange. There was one down here by Niagara Falls and St. Catharines. So I want to bring that up. This was issued at 4 p.m. So just over an hour ago, or just under an hour ago. They're saying very high confidence in this forecast. This is impact is high. They are calling for 20 to 40 centimeters of snow, and I'm assuming this has to do with lake effect, just because that particular piece of land is trapped between two of the Great Lakes. But they are still saying total amounts of 20 to 40 centimeters. That's a pretty big window. So that's the other reason I think it's snow bands of enhanced lake effect snow. And that's says tapering off early this evening. So that's, I wanted to make people aware. If anybody's watching from that area, I'll zoom in on this as much as I can. So that's covering essentially Grimsby, St. Catharines, just on the outskirts of Niagara Falls, Welland, Port Colborne, just to the edge of Fort Erie. So that's kind of the area that's got this new warning that came out again about 55 minutes ago. So that's there. That has updated. So we'll update folks. Everything for the Toronto area has been dropped. We still have these yellow warnings here for Eastern Ontario and Western Quebec. And they have not been updated. Still sticking to that 15 to 25, which is accurate. Again, I'm going to be right in that 20 to 25 range. In my suspicion, Ottawa still under that orange snowfall warning, 20 to 35. But we've been talking about what's happening here. So nothing new on that end for us in the region. They've taken a few areas away and kind of fine-tuning their warnings. So that's basically where we're at for now. I'm just trying to think here. What else to cover? So give me a sec here. I love the username Rutro. That reminds me of Shaggy off Scooby-Doo. What else? So we've already covered that. Thank you for showing my pic. Yes, no problem, and thank you for submitting it. Anybody else who has photos that they want to submit to us, definitely send it in. We love sharing that information because it lets people know what's going on the ground as well. So Cindy, thank you very much for sending that in. And also for Diane as well. We were showing that snow globe, and that was Carleton Place. My apologies. I thought it was Ottawa, but that was Carleton Place, that video that we were looking at that was showing that condo building and the heavy snowfall coming through, which again is right in that heavy precip right now. So just going through Carleton Place, Innisville, Lanark, moving into Almont, coming through Canada, moving into Carp, Dunrobin, heading towards Kinburn and Arnprior, mostly through Ottawa at this point. So it's in the Gatineau, Elmer side, moving into Chelsea, Cantley, into Perkins. There is something has changed here, and I'm just going to highlight it. There is a kind of a gap in here where there is no snow. The band kind of came apart in this area, so we still have some precipitation stuck near Navan, Rockland, Wendover, in that area, and then further extension of the snow band back kind of throughout this region, just highlighting what I'm talking about here. So snow band, then no snow, and then another one might be making its way in, a smaller one, and not quite as intense, but still decent amount of precipitation coming out of that as this kind of comes towards an end. So I'm just going to back up a couple of frames here just to see what happens. So you can see at this point that we have one basically snow band right through here, and over the next couple of frames you'll see how that spins off to the northwest and kind of separates somewhat. And now we're here. This is 453. I think that's, sorry, I went one too far. So you can see how there's a bit of a separation happening, but that's the last of the snow at this point. What else have we got here? Marilyn saying, yes, really coming down in Beacon Hill. So that, again, the last of the snow for everybody. I'm really hoping that's the case. I'm going to take a look at roads to see if things are improving or getting worse in the Ottawa area. They don't look too bad, to be honest. They could be worse with obviously enough people heeding the warning and not traveling if they don't need to. So definitely something to keep an eye out on as we progress here and things improve on the drive home. Luna Bella, thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate that very much. Always awesome to see that. Thank you. It goes a long way. Every penny counts, as they say. So we put that back towards the channel and you know, improving things and getting you know, more and more stuff that we're going to be doing for this platform down the road. We have lots of things that we want to do. We want to get an app out there. We want to try and do our own type of warnings, just because how the warnings go out, we want to do a different system rather than following county lines. We're trying to get something that'll do polygons, which we'll get into. I can get into detail down the road, but right now that's kind of what we're looking on the big picture. Appreciate you subscribing, Luna Bella. That's awesome. Welcome to the family and to the community. So thank you for that. If there's any other questions, please throw them in the chat as well. I'm just looking to see if there's anything to cover in terms of roads, if there's any more issues. So there is one here. I'm going to pull this up. This is on the 416, just before getting to the North Goer exit. I will bring that up here. So we are reporting on Google Maps a crash, obviously quite yellow along the 416. You can see North Goer in the bottom left corner here on the map. So there is a crash in the southbound lanes that is slowing things up a little bit. So that is the latest accident that I see there in the area. The rest we've covered as well. Not sure on this one. There's another one showing here northbound, but I don't know that that's a accurate crash report there. So just going to take a look further out on some maps. And if there's any area you want me to look up, please let me know. I can definitely, you know, do that. Just we had somebody asking about Highway 22 from 43. That's the kind of stuff I enjoy doing because it's about you guys. This is what the platform's about. It's not about us. It's about you guys and getting you the information that you need or want as much as possible. So still showing those 401 closures. The one between Napanee and Odessa is still there as well. So just double checking that. But nothing else, no new stuff that, you know, I need to jump on or let people know at this point. What else have we got here? Something just changed. Volume just went up. I definitely didn't do anything on my end. There's nothing I've changed in the software. So I'm not sure what that would be, but hopefully I'm not too loud and you can turn me down. That's the beauty of my, you know, you can mute me and stop listening to me talk. What else have we got here? Ellis Dogwalker, no snow falling just west of Cornwall. A snowblower is out, so the cleanup is now starting. And again, we are looking south of Ottawa, down by the St. Lawrence Seaway. There is essentially no snow happening. So large area, other than obviously that trace amount that's there. This corridor basically has no snow other than this little bit right here. So definitely a huge area that is now outside of the snow and you're ready to clear. You again should not see anything of any significance. There might be the odd little trace amount later on over the next couple of hours, but no significant accumulation to the south of this. So, okay. What else is happening? You've been 5x5 all day. That's definitely something for folks on the radios and the scanners. So thanks, Rick, for that. I assume there's different platforms that run this stream. I know I was hearing about Rogers pushing this, that kind of stuff. So definitely we try and keep the volume at a same level without having it going too far into the stratosphere or even too low. But obviously, everybody's system and setup is different on the other end. We're streaming to hundreds of people, so we try and keep it where it makes sense. So, but I appreciate everybody's comments and coming back to us. So, what else? Seeing, I don't see anything else. Kim Turner, I appreciate the comment. The Weather Network radar shows snow until 10 p.m. Is that the case? So I'm going to comment about that. I get so frustrated with that Weather Network radar. That is not actually radar. That is a model, and they present it as radar. And it's not clear enough. They don't explain it enough, and it confuses people. And I've talked about this many times on the stream. Anybody who's been a long time watcher has heard this before from me. So yes, that's the problem, is that radar shows snow till 10 p.m., but in reality, that's not going to be the case, and it's going to change several times. So it ends up confusing people more than anything. And so what you're looking at, the radar we look at is actually from Environment Canada, is happening in real time. I get so frustrated with the Weather Network and that they call it a futurecast radar, and it is simply a computer model that tries to predict what is going to be happening. I do not see snow in the Ottawa area of any significance up till 10 p.m. So again, next couple of hours, it's going to dwindle. You can see that it is falling apart. Again, there may be trace snow, but nothing of any significant accumulation. So I'm going to run the cycle here, and you can see how all that snow is starting to disappear off the radar, and we're left with a couple of bands that are just hanging around. So if you're near that band, then yes, you're going to be getting snow, but outside of that band, basically nothing is falling at this point. So that's the last remaining portion of this storm where you're seeing that green and yellow. That's basically it. So happy to help out where I can. What else have we got here? Thanks for the explanation. I'm happy to explain it, and I will do it 1,000 more times because I want people to understand what they're looking at and being able to make decisions for themselves without having to check in with somebody. And again, that's why I try and explain it as much as possible so there's an understanding, of what is actually happening. So what else is going on here? Denise saying, you are so right, Tom. Weather Network is not accurate. I trust you and Connor being the most accurate weather info. So they have great meteorologists, and they have a great team out there. I know a lot of them actually, but where I get frustrated is, again, the presentation of that futurecast radar just is misleading, and people who don't understand weather don't know that they're just simply looking at a computer model projection. So that's the part that I wish they would change and maybe explain better and present better. I think if they did that, Weather Network, they are a good resource. The more resources you have for weather, sometimes definitely can help out, because everybody's going to have a different interpretation of what's happening or what is going to happen, and that's the tough part. So what I was going to say here is Mike in the chat here, Mikey Kim, Elmvale Acres got another plus 4 centimeters, and I believe that's from that band of snow that moved through. So again, in that band, the snow piles up pretty quickly. and that's what we're seeing overall as it moves through. So bring up my Kempville weather cam here. Obviously darkness starting to set in here. You can see the odd little snowflakes. So when I talk about trace snow, this is what I'm talking about. Very light with very little accumulation, if any. The interesting part, you can see here that when we were, if you've been watching for the last couple of hours, when we were looking at this camera, my neighbor was snow blowing the driveway, and you can see he snow blowed it all, and there's already grooves and paths there, so there's still more snow that has accumulated after the fact. So again, that band of snow can make a significant amount of difference if it goes over your area, where you're going to get another 4 centimeters, for example, like Mikey Kim is commenting here. So that can bump your total very quickly without needing a lot of time. So that's why those bands are definitely why we're pointing them out. Veronica saying, started the stream in the dark and ending in the dark, and that's winter in a nutshell. So that's pretty funny. Yes, definitely. I had an early start, was up at 5 a.m., jumped on the stream at 6 a.m., took a couple-hour break, and we've been going at it. So I've probably got a little over 8 hours on the stream today. So I appreciate everybody riding it out with me, and I haven't lost my voice completely, so that's fantastic. Cheers to that. Mostly because I've been drinking a lot of water today, and I've been getting reminders as well from my moderators, and I appreciate that. So Mikey Kim saying, Tom, I hope we're done, sir. I hope so too. And again, light is at the end of the tunnel unless something crazy happens as the low moves through, where suddenly there's some other snow bands, but this is the end of it right here. So you can see the region that is covering. Again, crosses over to on the Quebec side from Boileau, Notre-Dame-de-la-Paix, all the way through Perkins, Chelsea, down through Almont, Carleton Place, and Lanark. That's kind of where the meat of it is. There's a little bit in Manotick, Rockland, through Orleans a little bit, so just on the south side of Ottawa, stretching just south of Smith Falls. There's a little bit there as well, but this is our meat and potatoes of what's left of the storm. The rest of it is all totally trace. So awesome that we're seeing the end of this, and I'll be able to take a break after this as well. So what else have we got? Ghislaine Racine, I'm in Lefebvre near Hawkesbury, and according to your radar, we're at the end of it. Been watching you all day. Thank you. So yes, you are. I'm going to double check because you're a little bit further away from our radar. There's a closer one to you here, which is just north of Montreal, Blainville. So I will take a look and we'll run the cycle here just before I answer your question. But thank you for that in the chat, and you can see how everything's kind of drifting north. So let's just zoom in here. So you said you're in Lefebvre near Hawkesbury. So let me pause the latest scan. And just trying to get here. So the precipitation, as you saw, is moving northward for the most part. So this is the bottom end of the precipitation, and that scan just literally updated. So if you are out this way, you're almost at the very end of the precipitation there. So Ghislaine, you should be done for the evening. And if you want to start doing your snow clearing, you should be good and not have to do it twice, kind of thing. So Rutro saying, you are the best part of this storm. Thank you very much for the compliment. Appreciate that. Glad people are enjoying it. Bernice just said still snowing in Smith Falls, and yes, that was that area that I was highlighting. There was a trace amount of a snow band kind of extending down to the Smith Falls area. So that's this right here. I will highlight it. So there is a bit of snow in this, but again, nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy, and it's hopefully the very end of what we're talking about tonight. And again, Bernice saying thanks for the coverage. Happy to do so as always. So, thank you everyone who's tuned in. We've definitely, I'm happy to see that subscriber count has climbed today. Over the last 24 hours, we've gained over 300. So that's phenomenal. That makes Connor and I happy. So thank you for that. And we'll continue to see that climbing. So, what else have we got here? I'm just double checking on a couple of things. Let me see here. Denise saying, speaking of meat and potatoes, going to have some supper now, and thank you for your input all day. If you were close, I would also bring you some meat and potatoes for supper. Take a break, Tom. Thank you very much for that. Glad you stuck around for the day. I hope you enjoy your evening. Always awesome to have you hang out on the stream. So thank you for that. Taljar coming in here, just finished plowing in carp. We'll have to do another run tomorrow. So yes, definitely. Again, drifting could be an issue overnight. So snow may not be, may not be over in terms of the drifting. What's falling out of the sky is definitely over with for the most part this evening, but that drifting overnight will be a problem. So keep that in mind for tomorrow. It's definitely one of those things that's going to rear its ugly head. So yeah. What else is going on here? And I've got a comment in my moderator chat, so give me a sec here. Connor, okay, Connor's looking to stream something here, so I don't know where he's at. So give me a moment. I'm going to have to try and get him set up. So bear with me for 1 second. I'm just going to mute my microphone and see if I can get this. Okay, sorry about that. Just type into Connor on my other laptop here. I run, for anybody that's not familiar with the studio setup. I know I posted a video on our YouTube channel, but I'm running 3 screens on my PC, and then I have another screen that I'm running on my laptop, which is for my moderator chat, so I can kind of keep everything separate. There's definitely a lot of information all over the studio, so. I'm just waiting to see if Connor replies here, just to double check everything. So I'll continue in the chat, and then we'll go from there. What else is here? I camp below Halisi. Hey, Tom. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for tuning in. So thank you very much for the coverage. Ottawa needed this type of forecasting for a very long time. Ken Ferguson, thank you for confirming that. That's kind of what led to this. Connor and I realized that there was definitely a large gap in, and it's the nation's capital, and it kind of gets left out. Eastern Ontario, all the small townships, eastern townships, even into western Quebec on the Gatineau side. So we try and cover these areas as much as possible now. So thank you, and hopefully we'll be here for a long time, and you guys can come to rely on us for accurate, informative, and educational weather. So what else is going on here? Lake time, is it done for tonight in Clayton 2? For the most part, it is. Again, over the next couple of hours, I'm going to say till about 8 p.m., there's the possibility of trace snow, but no significant accumulation I'm expecting, other than if there is a snow band that sets up suddenly out of the blue, and weather can do that at times, but this is the last of our precipitation moving through the region. So I'm not expecting there to be anything. You can see how it's kind of falling apart. So that's my answer in that regards. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but it's looking very good that way. Olga coming in from Canada. The snow has slowed down here in Canada South, but really picked up a little while ago. And that's exactly what happened as that snow band drifted through. You can see it is rotating. So I am going to comment on this just briefly. So some places may not be in the clear, and I'm going to highlight why I say that. This whole thing, sorry, took my marker off, is kind of curling up. So again, it's rotating around an axis. So this could swing back down into this area a little bit, but it seems to be weakening. So even if it does, again, I'm not expecting a lot, but it is very isolated to those areas right now. So what else is going on here? Went on the snowmobile on the old railroad bed towards East Hawkesbury. Lots of snow. So that's Broomfield's dual sport. So awesome to hear that. I know snowmobilers are super happy with the amount of snow we've gotten, so trails can get open, because they've been chomping at the bit to get out on the trails and they haven't been open. So I mentioned it on the stream last night. We had somebody near Burritts Rapids on the Rideau River go through the ice a couple nights ago, just up the road from me. Just please, if you're on ice, be careful. No ice is safe. I know that I sound like an old man, but I personally have been through the ice on a snowmobile when I was young. Just a freak situation. And let me tell you, till the day I die, I will not forget that, how cold that water was. And I was lucky to be within 200 or 300 yards of my brother's house. And by the time I walked to the house, I was like a frozen popsicle. So I do not recommend. It's a 0 out of 10 to go swimming in the ice. So definitely don't recommend it. So what else is going on? Snow has stopped now at Elmville Acres. So again, as that moves out, what are the chances that buses are canceled again tomorrow from Kirsten McLeod? Holy cow. Mouth is stopping to work, but so some people are saying 50-50. I'm thinking that there's going to be enough time to get things cleaned up by tomorrow morning. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and say 50-50. There's a few people that know a lot more about bus cancellations than I do. That's something I'm still learning in terms of what the habits are of the individual school boards and that kind of stuff. So it's definitely a 50-50 shot right now is what we're saying. So I'm going to listen to other people that probably know a little better than me and have been in tune with that more than I have. So, okay, let me just do a final sweep here. I think sooner or later I'll kind of pull the stream here unless you guys want me to stay on. But again, things essentially what I can tell you is that the last of the precipitation is this stuff that's drifting northwest. It is rotating a little bit, so it might, the southwest corner, so this corner here, might swing around, so it might hit, other areas as it's coming around. That's a terrible drawing, but I hope you get the idea of what I'm getting at. So again, I don't see a significant amount of accumulation other than in this snow band itself. The rest of it is completely traced. So I'm just going to go through, make sure there's no new accidents that I need to make people aware of, anything serious. And if you do know of anything, please throw it up in the chat. But I'm just looking around here to see if there's anything that needs addressing before we kind of call the stream for the evening. We're at the tail end of all of this in terms of traffic, so on and so forth. So Rick saying STEO is quick to cancel, but he will say it's still 50-50. So that's the input there, Rick. I always appreciate your input on that. So what else have we got? Yeah, not seeing anything in terms of any major accidents. We still do have 401, anybody who's been on here, Mallory Town between Ivy Lee and Mallory Town eastbound is closed, and I expect it to be closed at least for another several hours. Lots of vehicles were in a pileup there, so that was a major problem area. Some injuries as well, so that is closed. The closure still showing on I'll bring it up on social media here just to show you that between Odessa and Napanee, westbound 401 is still showing a closure there as well. So that one's been there for the last few hours. So that's still showing. And then the last accident I show, the highway is still open, but there's quite a few accidents showing on this. So I'm going to bring this up. This is between Colborne and Brighton on the 401 westbound lanes, but we are now getting a bunch of red and multiple crash indicators. So this could be a problem area for the OPP. I would not be at all surprised if this ends up getting closed just because the secondary accidents start causing issues and the OPP may end up shutting that down. So don't be surprised if that's the case. Again, zooming out, that's the last major problem area on the 401. I'm not seeing anything on Highway 7. In fact, it's showing mostly green now, which is great. So we are improving as we get through this into the evening. So yeah, good news on that front. So things are looking pretty good. If anybody has any questions, fire them in, and then I'm going to slowly wrap up the stream here and give my voice a break. Mikey Kim saying, thanks, Tom. I love a good snowstorm. So do I. So appreciate that. Lana Savard, thanks for your work today. You're welcome. We enjoy doing this for you folks. So what else is going on here? Lunabella, to anyone driving north on the 105, plows are out, wind gusts are making drifts. Take care. So that I'm just going to zoom in here on the 105. Definitely coming out of the Hull-Gatineau side of things. You can see the 105 here. There is still a bottleneck as you get to the split where it goes over Boulevard de la Vérendrye West, meets up with the 105. Definitely still a slowdown there, but winding up towards Wakefield and following along Autoroute 5. So yeah, just again, take your time. Snowdrifts are going to be the issue after this is all said and done, and those aren't going anywhere soon. So just keep that in mind as we wrap things up today as well. Rick saying OPP East region have quieted down from the earlier chaos. It was non-stop radio traffic, and that it's amazing how when the snow moves out, how things improve, and also the volume going down, I'm sure, is contributing or helping with that. So thank you for that, Rick, as always. Again, I think at this point we've done everything that we can. I appreciate, thank you to all my moderators. You guys are so helpful. Without you guys, I would definitely be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, even more so than I am. So thank you again to everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And we will, I'm going to talk to Connor after this, just looking in my chat there, to see what tomorrow holds. If it's any kind of snowfall of any significance, then we will post probably something in on our Facebook page. So again, Canadian Weather Live on Facebook page. You can follow us there, and we post a bunch of information in there when stuff is happening. So it's a great way to have things going on. So thank you to everybody for subscribing. Thank you for the donations. Very much appreciated. Again, we can't say thank you enough on that front. So again, if you do want to reach us off the stream, CanadianWeatherLive@gmail.com is one of the best places to do so as well. If you're not on Facebook, that's the best way, I would say. So again, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. We will see you on the next stream. We will let you know when that's happening. Make sure you hit that notification icon on YouTube so that it lets you know when we are going live, so we can keep you folks informed. So again, thank you. Good night. Hopefully you dig out from underneath all this snow, which is what I'm going to go ahead out and do later. And we'll catch you guys on the next live stream.